Hello everyone, Glen Gallucci here from Peak Properties and Peak Private Lending. I'd like to share with you one of the most overlooked rehab costs that many investors never figure into their estimate and then are shockingly surprised what the cost is to remedy the situation. And most times causes great conflict with the investor and the contractor. This video is one of my projects that shows exactly what it is, how it happens, and who's responsible. And this is just one of the things here at Peak Private Lending that we uncover for our borrowers to help keep those surprises to a minimum. So let's take a look.
This is like the second time around already. I mean, when you start running electric and plumbing, you need to open up the walls, and this is what happens. Okay, you have to take all that plaster out, and it creates a pretty big mess. The ceilings, once you start taking, this is why I'm not a big fan of taking ceilings down if we don't have to. Okay, this is what you're left with. This is the lath that's behind the plaster on the ceilings and the walls. But you need to do a lot of this to run your electric. Okay, so this is some of the things that you need to be aware of when you start doing these houses. We did replace all the windows in the house as well. This will be the kitchen, and again, everything needs to be gutted out when the walls and the ceilings are not in good condition, and you need to run new electric and plumbing. Okay, here we use all plastic now. We don't use copper anymore. It's called PEX, and you run this through the house. Very efficient. It's less costly, and you don't have to worry about people coming in and trying to steal it on you because it's only just plastic. But this also created a lot of debris gutting these out. This is wire, okay, behind the lath, and that's to protect the duct going up. That's a heating duct, and it's protected so when they put lath and everything else, they don't drive holes through it. And that's what that is. Check out another room here. You know, every room. You know, it could be costly putting this back if you don't figure it into your estimates. Okay? Once a contractor comes in and gives you an estimate, and then the electrician or the plumber comes in and starts opening up all these walls like this, someone has to put it back. Who's going to be putting it back? That's what you need to be careful of. Okay? Everywhere they go, they open up holes. And then we have upstairs, we have the same thing. So, every room. I know it's dark in here. It's early in the morning. I'm doing my checking on my properties. I have a few other properties to go to as well this morning. So I'm just checking up on things before everybody gets here. All right, a lot of debris. So that's some of the things you need to be aware of when you go and you do these renovations. You'll be opening up walls. Somebody needs to close them up. Whose contract does that fall under? When the electrician comes in, he'll probably tell you, or a plumber, saying we have to open up some of the walls, and everybody's first thought is, okay, no big deal, we'll just patch it up. But as I just showed you, it could be extensive. So someone needs to be responsible for closing those walls up. With sheetrock, it's not as bad. But when you have these plaster walls with lath behind it, it's tough. You have to cut it just right and match the new sheetrock that's going up underneath it. Otherwise, you'll be taking the whole wall down. So again, that's just something to be careful of. That could add thousands of dollars to your renovation cost. But if you know about it before time, you will say to either the electrician or the contractor, when I open up these walls, you'll be putting it back, correct? You'll be putting back sheetrock, tape, spackle, and of course they'll paint. So that's just a tip. Today's tip is be careful when you get these houses and you start opening up walls and you don't know who's going to be putting it back. See you in the next one.